Hi, our family. Just want to speak to you about why meditation is a good thing, right? No one likes to meditate. Who wants to sit quiet and be still? A lot of us think, I can't do it. I tried it. I just can't. But it's not for me. That's what some of us say. But it is for you because you're a spirit and you must learn the art of being quiet and still within your spirit. So here's why. So again, like I said in my other videos, you have to see yourself, well, not see, you need to know. You need to know and be certain that you are energy, you are light, and your thoughts make a sound, right? And you carry a resonating sound, you work at a vibration, and you create a frequency. So, and because you create a frequency, you also produce an electromagnetic wave from within your being, right? And that's how you, like I said last time, you magnetize the things that you want, you bring them into your electromagnetic field. And that's manifestation for you. So the good reason why it is good to master meditation, because it also helps your manifestations. So here's why. So when you learn to be quiet and still within your spirit, you're basically helping the antenna, that is you, produce the right signal. You're like an antenna, so you send out messages and you also can receive messages because of who you are and how you're designed, right? So because you're an antenna, you can send and receive messages. It's good to be quiet and still. One, sometimes you don't have all the answers and you are trying to meditate and be quiet and still so that you can sit and listen and receive proper, positive, productive messages and answers to the questions that you perhaps spoke within the universe or spoke within your spirit. So before I go a little further, you have to again understand that this is a spiritual world we live in. Spirit was first, right? And so now we have this natural world on, well, we'll say within the spiritual realm, because you can't get rid of the spiritual world. They try to explain to you like it's in another dimension. No, it's right here. It's same time, everything at the same time in the same place. It's right here, right? So that's the easiest way for me to explain it. Yes, certain beings or entities are, yes, in different dimensions, and you can't see them because of the realm or dimension that they are in. That is true. But I'm saying that the spirit, we're all in the spirit. We're not separated from it. It's not a thing that's separated from us. Like all is spirit. That's the best way to say it. No matter what realm or dimension you're in, spirit is with you. It's there. It's like what the ethers is. It's everywhere. It's unavoidable. It's we're in the spiritual realm. Okay. So with that, you're quiet because whether you're familiar with this or not, you're always hearing. You may not be on a frequency that another person is, like myself, for example, where I can see and hear within the spiritual realm. I'm just simply at a different, tuned into a different frequency where I can see certain things that other people can't see, and I can hear certain things more clear than what other people can hear. So when I said more clearer, you have the ability to hear the spirit realm. So one of my other messages, I was speaking about strongholds. So, and I was trying to explain to you that an entity perhaps walked up on you, started speaking to you, and gave you some information. You may then like clairaudiently hear it as a voice just talking to you, but they spoke it to you and projected on you enough for you to feel it and hear it and receive it in that manner because you are an antenna, right? And you are energy and they are energy. You are spirit and they are spirit. So they can speak to you in that way, whether you can hear them as my voice audibly speaking to you now, or it was just this feeling that came upon you and you acted upon that feeling that came upon you. That is one of their abilities. They can project things like an emotion on you. They can project ideas within your head, and you can see them as images or visions and stuff. Yes, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because that could be like a whole other video with a whole other topic. But I wanted to talk about being quiet and still and why it's good. But that's one of the reasons. And that reason again is so that you can hear clearly and get some answers to perhaps any questions you may have posed. These entities, these beings, they will speak to you, some for good, some for bad. This is why I was also telling you have to have discernment to know what is for you and what is cunningly against you, right? So that you don't agree to the stuff that you think is for you and it's actually not for you. All right, so that's one reason. And then the second reason is, again, because you are an antenna, right? You want to, I'll explain it this way. So everybody is saying you have to raise your frequency and raise your vibration and, you know, stop being low vibrational, and you need to become awake, highly aware, or you need to raise your frequency, right? Elevate, basically. So with that, it is possible to raise your frequency, and I told you it begins with self-love. Every message is going to be about self-love. So you start off your journey masterfully, positively, with self-love, pure self-love for the self, receiving and accepting yourself for who you are, loving yourself totality. That starts off your foundational, elevated frequency to where you need to be. Self-love gets you masterfully there, right? That's the main reason. Okay, then next you have, if I explain this way, so if you are an antenna, think of a radio and you're trying to get to the proper station, and you don't like the station of being broke, you don't like the station of being without a job, you don't like the station of being alone, you don't like the station of I don't have enough, I'm in lack. So you want to sit still and meditate to dial yourself in to the right frequency of abundance. Self-love, strong foundation, is abundance. So if you start with self-love, love is abundance. Love is not lack. Love is not hate. Love is not shame. Love is not guilt. Love is not you're unworthy. Love is peace. Love is hope. Love is joy. Love is laughter. Love is fun. Love is abundance. Love is rich. Love is wealth. Love is health. Starts with self-love. I am worthy. I love myself. Starts there, right? So that's an abundant frequency when you purely love and accept yourself and know that you are worthy, right? So that's the foundation. So once you tune in to that and you meditate and you sit still and you become quiet and you focus on that frequency of self-love. And so when you focus on the frequency of self-love, you're quietly sitting still, tuned in to, I love myself. I am worthy. I am received in love. I give love. I am love, right? Those are just some examples of things you can say to start tuning yourself into that quiet stillness, and why it's important to do that, and why I'm telling you to do that is because you're tuning into the frequency, you're tuning into that station, you're holding that resonating sound of love, which is also abundance, which is also the way to help you elevate your frequency, right? All starting with self-love, right? So you are the antenna, you're sitting still, you are quiet. It's a form of meditation because you just sat with yourself. You just let go of everything around you. You just simply quieted your mind and you focus on, I am love. I am loved. I receive love. I give love. That's such an abundance and powerful frequency. It is high vibrational to be at love because everything is love, because God is love. You can just sit right there. And you sit there and you hold that frequency. That's the stillness. That's the quietness. That's the meditation. I'm going to sit here and I'm just going to think how worthy I am of love. I'm going to sit here and I'm only going to think about how much I deserve love. I'm going to sit here and I'm only going to think about myself, not about my kids, not about the bills, not about I'm lacking this, I'm missing that. I'm just going to sit here and focus only on myself. And I'm going to hold that frequency. Because that's what the meditation, that's what you're doing. That's the second part. You're doing the meditation simply to learn and train yourself how to hold that frequency. Because we all oscillate. We all go up and down. We all have good days and bad days. We all run into somebody that's going to give us crap and, throw us off and make us argue or make us say something snappy back to them or, get into it with somebody. Driving our car, somebody did road rage and cussed us out and we weren't even in the wrong. And we got the finger for today. So we all oscillate. We all have good days and bad days. So that's why it is a good reason to carve out some time for yourself. And I know some of you are saying, I don't often have time to do this. I'm so busy. I'm doing this. I'm a career mother. I'm a single parent. I'm trying to build this business. I'm trying to go to school. I got to work. I got to come home. And then I got to do. But you have to make time to start your self-love journey. Or it's always going to stay the same. You have to make time for yourself. If it's only 3 minutes, do it for 3 minutes. If you can elevate to 5 minutes, do it for 5 minutes. Learn how to hold that image, hold that thought, hold that frequency, hold that frame in your mind, and learn how to emanate love and bring love within your field, right? Remember, you create the shift. You create the electromagnetic wave around you. It's your energy. You have to master it. It's with you every single day. You have to learn to hone in your energy, or, which I'm trying to stay on top of because this is a whole other video about, being projected on you. You'll run the risk if you don't learn your energy and how to master your emotions and your will and your frequency. And if you don't do that by starting to train yourself to meditate, whether, again, if it's only a few minutes a day, you're putting yourself in the habit to learn how to sit with which I'll give you the final third reason why it's good, because you're learning to sit with your own energy and know what your energy feels like. So when you sit with your own energy, you learn to feel what your energy feels like. You learn to feel the calmness, right? The quietness, the stillness of you and your pure energy. It has a feeling. If I tell you that you are energy, and if I tell you that you are light, and if I tell you that you make a sound with your thoughts, and you're an antenna, and you emit signals and you receive signals, and I tell you you're an electromagnetic wave, then you must know that not only can you show up and change and shift the atmosphere of a room that you step in or a place, that also lets you know you come not with just a sound, you come with a feeling. You carry also the ability to project feelings. I know some of you know the term empath. Like empaths can feel when other beings come around, and they can feel what that being is feeling. They can feel the energy, the emotion coming from the energy. So the energy is not just energy. The energy carries an emotion. This is the manifestation. Remember, your heart, your mind, your thought, your will, your emotions, it all helps you manifest things. So even your energy carries an emotion, which is why you have that ability to shift the atmosphere when you step into any room. Now, you have the ability to shift the atmosphere, but know full well you're shifting it with an emotion as well. You're not just shifting the energy of the room, you're bringing your emotion within that energy into the room. So if you're happy and you're coming into the room, you shifted the atmosphere to a happy, oh, there's Q, what's up, my girl, you know. And it's like, oh, she's always bubbly, she's always positive, she's always happy. I brought that within my energy. I bring that emotion within my energy. And the opposite is true. When you're also in a room and someone comes in, it's like, oh, every time they come, it's like, ugh, that heavy. I told you that low vibrational, it's a heavy energy, and so when it comes into the room, it too also shifted the atmosphere of the room, whether it was to bring everybody down and into a negative emotion, like, oh, that person, they always complaining, they're always arguing, they always got something negative to say. So when they come into the room, you not only do they shift the energy of the room, they shifted it with an emotion as well. So that's how powerful that you are. You not only shift the room as with energy, you shift, an emotion is built into that energy. So you carry both, right? You carry the energy and the emotion. So this is why you need to learn to master the energy that is you and your emotion, and know what your energy feels like, which is an added bonus to this message. I didn't want to go too deep with this because, like I say, it's more than what I want to give today, because I have other things to do. I'm being honest. I'm on a schedule. So, but I'll say this briefly, and then I'll talk about it in another video in more in depth. So you have to know with these entities, again, an empath can help explain this. I'm kind of one myself. I pretty much have all the clairs. But anyways, an empathic person means that we can feel and read energy very well. Right? So it's like, you can't walk up to me with the bullshit. It's like, you wasting your time. I can read it, I can see it, I can feel it, hear it, all that. So it's like, just don't. But anyways, that's empath. Empath, we can feel the energy of a person. We can feel the emotion in it. And sometimes, that's why people think I'm kind of distant. It's like, sometimes some of you are too heavy. I don't want to come around that. I just can't. Nah. Nothing against, it's just, no. So it's like, you'll think I'm always in hermit mode. It's just like, it's too much sometimes, and I just have to be by myself. But anyways, so that's one part of it. You can feel the energy of others, so you have to learn to master yours. But the point I wanted to make was, the entities have the ability to project onto you. Like, I want to see if I can give a good example. So, I'll start here. But like I said, I'll give a more in-depth but these are just little quick things what they tried to do to me. So I'll use myself as the example. So on my journey, this spiritual walk or our life that we're in right now, right? So there have been times in the past where all of a sudden this feeling of anxiety would come. All of a sudden a feeling of depression would come. All of a sudden a feeling of fear would come, or a feeling of worry, or telling me about lack. So all this was spiritual warfare. I was basically under attack, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, because these entities were trying to figure out how they can knock me down a peg, bring me down, So, and again, I'm just briefly, so what I want to say is, if they did it to me, they'll do it to you. So half of the time when you're feeling anxiety, depression, anger, it didn't even originate with you. An entity literally walked up to you, projected that energy onto you to make you feel anxious. And you like, I was just feeling good. Now all of a sudden, why am I anxious? What am I anxious about? So whatever it is, the cunning attack is this. So perhaps you're on a path in your life and you have set some goals or whatever for yourself, and you're on the verge of achieving those goals. You're on a verge of making something come to pass. And you are doing great. You're on the right path. You're about to achieve your goals, and all of a sudden, bam, you're hit with anxiety, and you're like, what am I having this anxiety for? Or bam, you're hit with depression. You're like, well, what am I having this depression for? I was just doing good. Or bam, you're hit with, you all so angry, upset about something, and you don't even know what you're mad about. And it's the enemy. It's these entities. I know it sounds so fantastical, but half of the time your anxiety is not your own. Your depression is not your own. Your anger is not your own. Your what is the other one they tried? Your fear is not even your own fear. These entities, they are that diabolical and that cunning that they will come upon you when they see someone is progressing. Someone is trying to ascend. Someone is trying to elevate through this matrix. They are literally coming to chase you down to make you feel disgusting about yourself, to knock you down a peg, to make you go back down to a low vibrational state and get you off track. Because some of you, when that comes upon you, you're on the verge to some form of breakthrough. You're on the verge to some form of victory. You're on the verge to achieving some goal. And all of a sudden, you're hit with anxiety, depression, fear, worry, lack. Is it going to work? Am I not good enough? Again, my example. That's what they try to do to me. Oh yeah. Try to make me feel anxiety about job I had. Try to make me feel anxiety or about the interview. Try to make me feel I ain't good enough for when I know I got the qualifications and the skills. I passed the exams, did the schooling. I know I'm qualified, but all of a sudden they want to make me feel like I'm inadequate. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy to make this sale. I'm not worthy to have this client. What? But you graduated. You did the schooling. And all of a sudden you ain't good enough? Come on. Half of the time the anxiety is not even yours. It didn't even come from you. That's them trying to knock you down a peg. Trying to make you think you're unworthy. Trying to make you feel you're not good enough. Want to throw you into anxiety, depression, anger, fear. All of these words that brings you low. None of them makes you elevate. Anxiety don't make you elevate. Depression don't make you elevate. Fear don't make you elevate. Anger doesn't make you elevate. This is why it is good to learn to be quiet and still so that we can tune into the frequency of love, what we really want for ourselves, and we're learning to master and hold that frequency. So you're going to have to get into some form of meditation. For me, I do several different things. Like sometimes I'll actually just sit and do the meditation like that. Just sit and get quiet. Let everything fall away. Because here's another thing. When you are relaxed and you are calm, well, the energy flows the way it's supposed to flow. Why is God not calm? Why is God not relaxed? What does God lack? God is abundance. What is God in fear? God has everything God wants all the time, anytime. I love myself. I accept myself for who I am. Every day, all day. 24 hours of the day. I am worthy of love. So I am abundant. There's nothing that I don't lack any good thing. I am not in lack about anything. So when you learn that, you relax. And you are calm. And the flow of energy just flows with you. And the flow of money just flows because money is an energy. It's abundance. It's an energy. It's always more than enough. There is enough for all of us. We're abundant beings. Everything is abundant. Lack only comes in when you think there is lack. Right? Other than that, you have enough. You have more than enough. So you hold that and you meditate on that. And it can be quiet meditation. It could be when I go outside because I want to feel the sun. I want to commune with nature. I want to feel the wind. I want to take a walk. Yeah, I'm simultaneously exercising, but it's a meditative walk. I'm walking. So it could be in many forms that you meditate and you learn to hold that vibration, that frequency, and you tune it in, and you learn to maintain it and keep it right there. That's the point of the meditation. You're learning how to hold it, keep it, so that you're always resonant. You know, you're anchoring yourself into that frequency. You're anchoring yourself into, I'm ascending. I'm above only. And I won't come down. I'm above only and I will not come down. That's it. I'm ascending. There's only up. That's it. There's only up. There is no down. We're now, and now is up. I don't know how else to explain it to you, but you have to master that. You have to master, I'm always in the now. And every minute of now, I'm always abundant. I am always rich. I am always healthy. I am always wealthy. And I'm doing it right now. I'm healthy right now. I'm wealthy right now. I'm in love right now. I'm abundant right now. I am rich right now. Look at me. I'm so happy about it. Boom. Manifesting right in front of your face. Doing it right in front of your face. You don't even see me doing it. Pay attention. This thing is on. It's live. Look how happy I am about it. That's how you masterfully manifest. Even this is a meditation. I'm meditating, holding this frame, holding this frequency, speaking to you about it. You have to learn to be quiet and still. I urge you, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 minutes. Learn to hold your frequency. Learn to know that what energy is yours, what is not yours. Because they have the ability to hijack your damn energy. Like I say, I'll go into another message about just a straight video about how they project on you and all that. But yeah, the spiritual realm is real. We're in it right now. It's not some separate place from us. We're in it right now. That's the parts you gotta get. It's not in some different realm. You're in the spiritual realm. You are spirit. You can never leave the spiritual realm. You're a spiritual being. It's not a separate place. Master that. Oh yeah. All right. So you're going to be quiet. You're going to learn to be still. You're going to learn to meditate. And you're going to love meditation. Because the meditation, again, is helping you simply tune your frequency to the station of love and abundance. And that's how you learn to hold it. Because you are practicing to meditate to that frequency. That's why it's good to be quiet and still and sit with yourself and let all sound fall away. And let all things quiet and become still. Because it becomes with your mental stability as well. Right? So you must learn to quiet the noise. Because in this world of where social media and our technology is advancing, and everybody's always trying to get your attention on this channel, this station, that station. You have to learn to be tuned in to this station, right? This is the main station that your attention should be focused on. Main station you need to learn to be tuned in on. You are the most important station to be tuned in on right now. Yourself. Self-love. That's going to be the key to whatever empire you're trying to build. Whatever kingdom you're trying to construct. Starts with self-love. Whatever goal you're trying to achieve. Whatever victory you're trying to win. Love yourself. You'll get there much faster. With self-love. That's the frequency. That's the ascension. Oh yeah. And it starts with what else? Choice. I'm going to make the choice. Use my free will to choose myself. I'm going to use my free will to choose to love myself. Totality. That is your strong foundation. No one can crack that foundation of self-love. If you love yourself, how can I walk up to you and tell you you ain't? How? You know you. You are with you 24 hours of the day. You know you are good. You know you are beautiful. You know you are strong. You know you are worthy. So how can somebody on the outside of you tell you you are not? When you have a strong foundation of love, when you sit with you and meditate with you, with your energy, even if it's only 3 minutes a day, you have mastered meditation. But if you love yourself, you'll end up going more than 3 minutes. That's just a starting point for all of us that say we don't have enough time. You got 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes to sit with yourself. You got 3 minutes. So that is the importance of being quiet and being still and learning to meditate. The meditation is not just to go, The meditation is for your sanity, to quiet your mind. The meditation is to help you achieve all your goals, to get you to tune into that frequency of love, to get you to master the station of you, and get you to know your own energy, right? Because if you master your frequency and your energy, you change your reality. That's what it's all about. Quiet, still, listen, hone in, tune in to you. Because here's the thing about your free will and choice. If there's anything in your life that you don't like, you can change it. You can change it. Make the decision to change the things in your life that you don't like. Make the decision to let go of the things in your life that is not serving you in a positive way to help you achieve all the goals that you have set before yourself. If it's going against you, it's not for you. If it's not helping you, it's not for you. If it's killing you, it's most definitely not for you. Love yourself. Get quiet. Learn to hear your own thoughts to make sure that someone's outside you is not sending you some subliminal message or projecting on you their will. So get quiet so that these entities are not leading you astray. All right? Get quiet so that you can learn to hone into the frequency of self-love, and you can hone into mastering your energy and the mastery of self. And if you can hone in and do all that, then you can change your reality overnight. I hope that helps. I'm going to try to leave it right here. Again, when I get more time, because I'm on a tight schedule, I will talk about projecting, how these entities like to project onto you, and why a lot of us are going through anxiety and depression and stuff. Some of that is not even our own. It's just being projected onto us because we're under a spiritual attack in that manner, because we're supposed to perhaps do or produce or create or invent something, and they are trying to do their darnest to stop us from that path. I know, mind-blowing. But yes, so perhaps that'll be my next message. But today, love yourself enough to take a few minutes to get quiet and to get still, and learn to meditate and hone in your frequency and tune into that channel of love. Yeah, I know you can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. Simple as that. We're not that different. We'll just leave it right there. I know I do different things than you, but still, you're spirit, I'm spirit. How about that? And that we are the same. So if I can do it, you can do it. Take the time to love yourself and sit with yourself. Master the energy that is you. Get quiet, get still, get elevated. I know you can ascend. I see it in your eyes. Talk to you later. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.